Here we go. Holy shit! 18,000 merit! How are you guys doing? We've got a massive, I won't say massive at all, but we've got a statue fight here with allies. It's just outlaws and the wolves fighting us in OKS, having a nice little friendly skirmish. And I thought, why not record myself, make a little bit of a video here and test out some things. So everyone's been testing out Zayda, or Mag Hosk, which is fair enough. Love to see it. And obviously the guys that have those heroes, especially the Hosks, maxed out. Glad to see the honest work. But one thing that I've always wondered, and a lot of people have wondered, and I wonder if it works, is Maggrat with Liliya. You've heard right, Maggrat Liliya. Because the thing is, I don't own the Infernal Flame. I'm going to be honest, I don't own the Infernal Flame. So I wished I did, because it would make this match, I reckon, that little bit sweeter when it comes in terms of damage, right? So the premise of it, we're going to try and use Maggrat Sustain and normal attack damage to deal really good sustain damage to targets. But then again, when they're in scenarios like this King of Valhalla here, we're actually going to be abusing Liliya's AoE, right? Liliya's AoE, Liliya's scorch damage, all that goodness. And again, if you had the Infernal Flame, I can imagine you doing some really, really good reports with this, right? I don't have it, so this is what I'm able to test with you, and I just wanted to make, honestly, a fun video, a little bit off, you know, not compared to anything else, but here we go. We're going to start this party on. So we're going to target the Madeline because she's really deep, and now there's this Mag that's super high up, so we're going to target the Mag and just get some free damage off onto her. Now we're going back onto the Mad. The reason why I switched targets there, just to showcase it, the Mag were running away, right? And I don't want my March here to go out of position just as now. So I immediately targeted the Madeline. That just kept my March in the same position, since obviously they're in the same range. So here we go. Let's move a little bit forward. We don't want to hit that Goresh Skogo. I want to hit the Madeline. So we're going to hit the Madeline there. And now we're going to hit the Wild Deer. I see a juicy Wild Deer. Now I see a juicy Valen. And we're going to start dealing some damage to this Valen. So we've got our Maggrat dealing a nice ton of, single target damage. But then we've got the Liliya. The Liliya is going to be hitting all of these guys with AoE and scorching them. And now we're a bit too ahead. We don't want to get, target. So here we go. Pull back, pull back. But that's what I'm talking about. At those moments, I reckon if we can get really good moments like that with this combination, the report's going to be surprising. And imagine with Infernal Flame. That's all I can keep thinking. Infernal Flame, Infernal Flame. This is going to do some insane work, especially on the single target factor, because you got to imagine, right, Infernal Flame is going to be more single target focus because of the way the damage works. But if you are doing any sort of scorch mechanics, let's just be real, you're gaining that magic keen, which is really good, really, really good. So I would love to see anyone T5, be able to test this out a little bit more, give a good report on it, and give a good verdict, because it'll be really interesting to see, right? So this is kind of, again, T4, just remember, T4 mages. These are the orcs, so the Wilderberg that we're using. And I'm using just simply Maggrat and Liliya. And with Maggrat Liliya, we've got a Phoenix Eye. It's kind of funny how it's, I would say a lot of players could have this whole combination without an Infernal Flame or Mirage Orb, you name it, right? So pretty cool, pretty cool. We see this dwarf here. We're going to try and, I guess, kill it. Kill the dwarf, get some free 10 points on it. And then we might push into these guys. There's a load of, you see these mages here? They're looking pretty juicy, I'm going to be honest. Let's zoom in. Let's see how we're looking in terms of health. So when you're looking at the healing, it's still decent healing. Yes, I could have a little bit more with the Sand Lizard or Tear of Arbon, but I'm going for more an offensive approach, right? I want to go a little bit more offensive. So, right, our guys are moving forward. We're going to move forward with them. There's a bunch of targets here. I don't want to hit this Goresh, I'm going to be honest. Let's hit the Madeline. The Madeline honestly doesn't really do too much damage. You can see my damage. It's like 400 in counterattack damage, so it's pretty good. But let's see if we can do some work here. We're going to step out of line a little bit. There we go. A nice bit of damage there. I can move back now. We'll target this infantry here. I'm tempted to hit this mage. Let's go for it. Let's see how it does. Look at this. He's backing out. Damn. Not bad at all. There's a... I don't want to hit the Scoggle. Not with T4. Here we go. We're on a Liliya. Ooh, big Phoenix Eye on the drop as well. Zoom in. Ooh, there's a Valen out of line Bertrand there. Ooh, we're getting hit now. Bad position. Got a little bit too greedy. A little bit too greedy. It's okay, though. It's okay. We're in the red. I am very curious, guys. I'm very curious. Let's see if this is anything to be raising eyebrows at, right? Because imagine a T5 player with this match. If this does surprisingly a crazy report at the very bottom once it dies, wow. If it doesn't, do you know what? It at least puts in the perspective and puts a lot of the myths of, you know, into bed, right? So for anyone who was wondering how good this match is, 12.3k. Not too bad. Look at that. 12.3k. And you got to think, I wasn't running Sand Lizard and I wasn't running Tear of Arbon. So it was more offensive. No real big heals apart from Maggrat and her talent tree. But we had the Liliya's AoE damage, right? So not too bad at all. Look at these decent trades, right? Especially against the infantry. Still having good trades here. Mag Hosk here. This is probably from splash damage, I can imagine. Nice bit of damage on him again. 6.3k, not too bad. Here we got a little bit of hit by an outlaw player. Not good on our side. But yeah, not too bad. I'm actually quite impressed. And I would love to see, again, this same report or same match setup with the Infernal Flame, right? Because just think about it, guys. If we go to Liliya, we kind of replace this all the way down to the bottom and click Infernal Flame, you're still going to get that insane magic unit attack, allowing your normal attack damage to actually be steroided up. So just through passives, right? Which is great. You're doing some more damage. But obviously the main active is great. You're going to be always able to activate this and deal some nice extra damage. But with the Liliya, I wonder how good this is going to be. The 15% extra for 5 seconds. And with all of that combination together, could make, honestly, an absolute crazy match. Especially for some mage players that are testing out everything which is to do with Mag and obviously Zayda and Mag with the Hosk, right? So if you are testing Mag, Hosk, Mag, Zayda, big props out to you. I've done a little bit myself. Well, I thought this video would be a little bit more interesting. How good is Maggrat and Liliya, right? And the thing is, I could have done a little bit better because you can see my Liliya does have the Light of SORLAND on it and the Maggrat does have Provocation. So what would have happened in my technically setup, just to verify this in the comment section, the Light of SORLAND wouldn't have been on. So maybe I should try this test again, but instead have the Rage of Accumulation speed on. Do you know what? We're going to do that. Let's do a quick little click and go into the future and do the exact same thing, but with the Light of SORLAND on instead of Provocation being on, right? And see if there's a difference in the merit report of 12.3k merits. Right, here we got our guys in the PvP side. Same thing kind of as before. I did that little time lapse for you. So we are running Maggrat Liliya in the exact same configuration as we did before. However, just to showcase it a little bit later, we did remove Provocation. So Let me just move a little bit back while we target this main boy here. So this is gonna hurt a little bit. It is a Goresh, but we'll take the hit. We'll take the hit. But if you look here, my Liliya has Light of SORLAND on this time, and if you look at my Maggrat, I've taken off the skill. So this run, we do have Light of SORLAND active, so we're doing more skill damage with obviously our AoE and Scorch. We also are allowing our Liliya to obviously trigger more often, right? So we'll see how good this is. I'm not going to say it's going to do any better because I don't know, right? Is it going to do more damage than the Provocation does, right? On Maggrat? We'll soon see. But we do have to, unfortunately, kill some of these dwarfs. They're in our zone or in our area. But I do want to finish off and see if we can kill some of these guys. We've not got that many here since there's only like 30 minutes left, and we don't want to fill, obviously, our hospitals up too much because we do have a pass on its way. But let's fucking go. We're going to start hitting some marches here. We've got Syndron in the front. Remember, T4 mages here. Maggrat Liliya going in. Let's go forward. We see a Liliya on the front lines. I do want to kind of target that. We'll go into Kanara because it might be Kanara Hosk. Not too bad. Not too bad. We'll go again onto this Valen, and the Valen taking... Whew, it looks like he's taking a good chunk of damage here. No one's on me yet. Happy to stand here. Happy still to stand here. No one's on me. Maggrat. Ooh. She's actually flying. Now we've got a Liliya in the front. We'll go into Kanara here. Valen on me. We'll go into Valen. Valen's still walking towards me, doing a ton of damage to him here. Now we'll move back. We're getting targeted by someone. We don't like that. We're not going to go into Kanara. We'll go on this one though, because this Kanara is a little bit lower. Go on the Valen, finish off the Valen. There's a Maggrat. Ooh, Phoenix Eye drop on the big AoE there. Not too shabby. Going on the Syndron. Finishing up on Liliya here. 2 Liliyas to pick from. We'll go on the healthier target. See if we can get a bit more of a good trade on this Liliya here. Definitely taking some damage there. Going now onto the Kanara, we're going to hit whatever is in front, unfortunately. We're not going to hit the Hosk, though. Jesus Christ, that is not one match we're going to hit, though. Right, we can see them pushing forward. It's tempting. We've got to try and get a good target. There's a mage right there. We're going to go on a mage. Mage. We'll finish off the Syndron. Still standing there. We'll pull him in now. Maggrat Liliya. We're almost at the end. We're gonna fight to the death this time. We ain't budging. This Maggrat's getting targeted all the way until she's either dead or I am. Oh, we made it. Now the Liliya. Here we go. Holy shit! 18,000 merits. Boys, 18,000 merits. Holy shit. Compare that to 12.3k from earlier. And you can definitely see the difference here. Look, if we go to the Legion buffs, Provocation is active, right? Compared to Liliya with Dazzling Inferno. But if we go onto this one and we can go to any of these reports here, anywhere we want to go, if we just check on this one, right? Legion buffs, we've got the 5111, but we've got the Light of SORLAND. Holy shit, that gave us over a 6,000 more increase. And we only have 5 battles compared to this defeat, which had way more battles involved. Way more battles involved, right? Holy smokes, maybe I'm onto something. Maybe, guys. Liliya with Maggrat, Infernal Flame with an insane Sapphire Drake, I can imagine is going to do some insane damage because you have the best target, single target kind of hero in the game, healing you really, really well for sustain, and you've got the best AoE mage hero in the game together. So, try it out yourselves. I'd love to hear the T5s. I'd love to hear Guns try this out and see how good this is. Again, I'd love to see Infernal Flames being used. If you want to use my setup just to showcase what I will run in for all of that, just to finish off today's video, guys. Obviously, Liliya here with Light of Sorland, Maggrat 5551, but we're only getting these first 2 skills active. This is the current talent page I was running, so if you want to run the same talent page, you can quickly screenshot it and use it. And then I ran, as you can see, Sapphire Fire Drake. It's not the best Fire Fire Drake at all, guys. Nowhere near as good as some players, right? Same with my Phoenix Eye. It's a level 3 Phoenix Eye. And the reason I picked the Phoenix Eye, guys, is because, obviously, the Infernal Flame, right, is also giving you magic unit attacks. I wanted to make sure the stats are at least similar. Does that make sense to you guys? It makes sense, right? 62% attack. If you use Infernal Flame, you have 62% attack. Obviously, you're going to have a better active skill, and obviously, you're going to have that 15% keen from the ability of the Scorchers, right? So really, really interested in this, guys. I want you guys to go crazy, test it out, put some videos out there, and this could be, and again, maybe another meta to shape up and just showcases how good Maggrat is until these devs fix this hero. So if you enjoyed the video, smash a like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next one, stay safe, stay sneaky. Peace out.